It's amazing to me how different the interfaces. Same app on all three different
I
computers.
know, hey? Like, no wonder in some ways, like the vendor, like you think of how specific. Like, I'm sure that they're trying to do it, but like, how do you ensure that the functionalities? Yes, that is the big thing of coffee. Because yeah, like when I open this, I don't see my scheduled meetings. All I see is join a meeting, start a meeting, or contact.
It's not gonna. Okay, so Angie, just see here. We have about 90 seconds before we're live. There's a 40-second delay between reality and the main stage.
Okay.
So yeah, so now we're at about 20 seconds before we're live.
Okay.
And that also means that you lose about 40 seconds. It will cut you off right at 10 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
So,
good to know.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Really, you can probably get started greeting people and it'll go live.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries. My pleasure. Oh, and just, you can hear my music, correct?
Yes. Yep. It's beautiful.
Cool. Cool. Okay. Right. Welcome everyone to our very special yoga crafting class. My name is Angie. I will be guiding this 30-minute sequence. And if you have a block, a yoga block, or maybe you have a pillow or something nearby, I would encourage you to grab it. It's going to be helpful for part of this sequence. Once you do have that prop, I'm going to get you to lie down on your back in Shavasana, or pose. You're taking up lots of space with the arms and legs, rolling the shoulders back, softening the shoulder blades down into the mat. Taking a few moments here to really settle into your shape. So just noticing how the body feels as you lay here. Closing the eyes if that's comfortable, and just maybe moving the head side to side, noticing any tension in the neck or in the shoulders. And then finding a place for your head to settle. And we'll bring the focus to the breath, breathing in and out through the nose. So with each inhale, you notice the body expanding into shape. And with each exhale, you begin to soften, becoming present in this moment, for this practice. And on your next inhale, take a deep breath in through the nose. Big exhale, sigh through the mouth. Another big breath in. Big breath out. Let's do that one more time. Big inhale. Big exhale. And gently begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes very softly. Circle your hands and your feet. And I want you to notice here how your wrists and your ankles feel. Big circles. Reaching the arms up over the head. Bringing the legs together. Pointing toes, fingertips reach. Get nice and long. Big breath in. Big breath out. And then we'll slowly start to bend the legs. Bringing the knees in towards the chest. So you can grab for shins if that's accessible. You can also grab behind the knees. Also, if you have a yoga strap or something like a scarf, you could wrap that around the shins. We're just trying to compress the front body and open up a little space in the hips. So however you do that is perfect. Maybe this little rock is going to feel good side to side. Take a big breath here. Big breath out. And then slowly release your feet to the mat. So the feet are about hip width. Left leg will lift up. So you're flexing your left foot. From here, cross over your right foot. I want you to push your left knee away from you. Ooh, that's a big wasp. So from here, you can stay here. There's two of them now. All right, we're good. Stay here, or you can lift your legs towards you, grabbing again for that back of the leg. Also, if you have your block or your pillow, you could also place that underneath the foot to just bring the legs a little closer, but you're not straining anything to really grab them. Maybe you find a little movement here if you do have the legs fairly close. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, we're gonna slowly release that. We're gonna bring that right foot down to the mat, uncross the left leg. Take your feet nice and wide here, and I just want you to drop the legs over to the left side. And just notice your hips here. And we're gonna lift the legs up and over to the right side. We'll slowly lift the legs up. Make sure the feet are hip width again. We're gonna lift that right leg up, flexing the right foot. And then when you're ready, we cross over the left thigh and you push that right knee away. So you create some space here. And you may take a few moments here. You may wanna lift the legs right away, maybe placing that prop underneath the left leg, left foot again. And then maybe a little movement that might feel good today. So it's important to just do what feels right in your body. Try to lose expectations of what you think this practice should look like or what the body should look like in these poses, and just do what feels right. Listen to the body. We'll take one more big breath here. Big breath out. And then we'll slowly release the left foot down, uncross the right leg, taking the feet nice and wide. And again, we're just going to drop the legs to one side. Just notice the hips. And legs up and over to the other side. And slowly, we're gonna roll onto whatever side you feel called to. So we'll just take it nice and slow, rolling over. You can use the bottom arm to support the head, finding this nice fetal shape. Take a big breath here, and a big breath out. Time, inhale and exhale. Now we're going to slowly push all the way up. So we come onto our sit bones here. The legs are bent just like this. Feet are on the mat. Now you again may want your prop here. So what we're going to do is we're going to round the spine. So I want you to reach your arms around your legs. And depending on the mobility, you may be able to bring the forehead down to an arm, maybe not. So this is where you bring maybe your block. So you could roll round forward, bringing the head down, or maybe use the block. And then your head, pretty much all I'm looking for is a round spine here. And you want to start to open up space between the shoulder blades. Hello. Space between the shoulder blades. The head is down want you to breathe right between the shoulder blades. You start to bring the awareness to the breath and you're breathing right back here. Nice deep inhales and exhales through the nose. Let's take 2 more big breaths. Okay, slowly rolling all the way up. Bring the hands behind. So make sure your fingers are pointing towards the body. We're going to take the feet a little bit wider here, so about mat width. Then we're going to take the legs, we're going to drop the legs over to the left side. So kind of same thing we did when we were lying on the back. This time we're going to add on to it. So keep rooting down through your left heel of your hand, and you're going to pivot on that hand. As you do that, you're going to lift your right arm. So we start to lift the right arm. You're pivoting on your left heel of your hand, so the fingertips start to point away. Then you bring that right hand down. So we're going to find this nice deep twist. Now notice the legs here. My legs are sort of closer together. You want a bigger opening. You could open up the legs to create a little more space. And as you're twisting and you're looking behind you, notice if you start to crunch around, I want you to find length here. So if you're able to walk the hands a little closer to the body so that you can find a nice long spine, sending the crown up towards the ceiling. And then from here, so this is an option. You can stay here. If you're feeling this twist, just stay where you are. But you could walk your hands farther away from the body, and maybe that prop is underneath, and maybe bring an arm down, maybe an elbow comes down. So again, this is about listening to where you're at today, and know that it's going to be different on the other side, probably. It's not going to be the same, doesn't have to be. So let's just take 5 more deep breaths here. For 4. So stay in your body, stay in the sensations. Notice if you start to slip into thoughts, if the mind takes over. Okay, 1 more big breath. All right, and very slowly start to walk the hands closer. You start to push into that left heel of the hand as the right arm lifts up. Nice and slow, the legs start to lift here as well. We bring the feet back to mat width. We set ourselves up for the other side. Dropping the legs over to the right side, moving on that right heel of the hand, left arm lifts. Now as you lift the hand, you're starting to twist facing the right side. Get long here. Create space in the spine. Left hand comes down, and then maybe here you start to take up a little more space in the legs. And then from here, perhaps you start to walk the hands a little further away. Maybe you use your block, your pillow. And again, notice if you're starting to crunch, you want to feel that sense of lengthening and then twisting. So as you inhale, you lengthen, and as you exhale, maybe you find that tiny little twist. Let's take 5 more deep breaths here. 2. All right, slowly lift that left arm all the way up. Lift your legs up. Hands come behind you. Bring your feet about hip width apart now. Hands are behind you. Again, fingers are pointing towards the body. I want you to root down through your feet, through your hands. Start to activate through the core, and you're gonna lift your hips, maybe just a tiny bit here. Maybe you lift them a lot. Maybe the head drops a little, looking up towards the ceiling. Take a big breath in, and a big breath out. And then we'll slowly bring the chin to the chest, slowly lower the hips. And when you're ready, we're going to come all the way, swing the legs around, landing in child's pose. Knees are mat width apart, big toes to touch. Arms reaching forward. Forehead connects to something, so whether that is the mat, or if you have a pillow under the head, keep in mind that your hips may be up here. That is okay. We're gonna work with the breath, so with each exhale, you start to soften a little more into the shape. And then keep your lower body where it is. I want you to take your right arm, reach it underneath the chest with your palm flipping up. So you reach that right arm as far as you can, reaching left hand, forehead comes back down, and then relax that right hand, right fingers. We're gonna take 5 deep breaths here. Very slowly start to reach that right arm forward. And left arm now comes underneath, palm flips up. Reach it as far as you can. Forehead connect. Two more big breaths. Slowly release the left arm. Now shift forward, table pose. So table pose, you want your wrists right under shoulders. Knees under hips, toes are tucked. Take up space with your hands. Now spread your fingers. Soft little bend in your elbows. Drop your belly as you inhale, looking forward. Big exhale, push the air out. Bring the chin to the chest, tuck the tailbone, look between the legs. Pause here, really try to pull the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, dropping the belly nice and slow. Big exhale, push. One more time, big inhale. And big exhale. And then we'll come back into table pose. Lift your left hand off the mat. We're gonna spin the left hand counterclockwise. So we're gonna aim for about 3 o'clock. If you can get your hand further, let's say 6 p.m. is the maximum that you wanna go. Make sure your elbows are still bent here. So again, we're not causing pain here. We just want to try to open up the arm, see how that feels. If you're able to, maybe find a cat-cow here. Inhale, drop the belly. Big exhale. then we'll come back into table. Let's lift the left hand. We're gonna drop the top of the hand down now. And again, we're not causing pain, we're not forcing, just finding some different movement with the hands. Enough space, breath. And then we'll release that left hand. Now, right arm, right hand lifts. Clockwise this time. Aim for that 3 o'clock. You can get it further without causing any pain. Do it. Elbow is slightly bent here. Maybe you go for a cat-cow. Inhale. And exhale. And back into table. Lifting that right hand up. Bring the top of the hand down. Slowly. Big breath here. Big breath out. Slowly bring that right hand down. Let's bring the knees and the feet together. Toes are tucked. We're just going to push the hips back towards the heels. So you start to walk the hands back towards the knees. And maybe you stay here. Maybe if it's possible, you bring your hands onto your thighs. I'm just going to take a big breath in. Big breath out. So notice your feet here. Any sensations? Let's just do one more. Walk the hands forward. Release the feet. We're going to sit back onto the feet. Taking the knees a little bit wider, so about knee width apart. You want to keep your shins rooting down this whole time. We're going to walk the hands back. So shins stay connected. If you want to go a little further back, like you could bring maybe onto your forearms or using your block, you can definitely do that. Let's take 3 big breaths here. For 2. Last one. Slowly walk the hands back. Now, this is where that block is going to definitely come in handy. So I'm just going to pivot here so I can face you. I'm going to sit on my block. So I want you to find a comfortable seat, whatever that means to you. Maybe you want to sit on your block, maybe you want to sit on a pillow, whatever's comfortable for you. So from here, we're going to take the hands, we're going to interlace the fingers, push the palms away, and I want you to bring your chin to your chest. And then I want you to breathe right between the shoulder blades. We're going to take 3 big breaths here. For 2. Last one. All right, now slowly roll the head up. Now release your hands, and I want you to sweep the arms all the way behind you. So if you have, like, again, a strap, you could grab onto the strap or shirt. If you can bring your hands together, interlace the fingers maybe start to squeeze the arms together, feeling the chest lift. You could also go for a reverse prayer. So all we're looking for is an opening of the chest. So looking up, if you feel your chest open, you're on the right track. We're going to take a big breath in and a big breath out. All right, slowly we're going to inhale the arms to center. Now left arm is going to reach up and over, or up and down I should say. Right arm is going to reach down and up. So we're reaching for the fingertips behind. I'm going to show you on the side view. Grabbing for fingertips, or again, maybe you have a strap. And what we're looking for is the chest opening. Notice if you're really like pushing the ribcage out, try to bring the ribcage together. Take a big breath. Maybe the chin tucks. Notice how that feels. Last one. And then we'll slowly release the arms to center, shoulder height. Big breath. Right arm reaches up and down. Left arm reaches down and up. Grab a hold of fingers. Notice the rib cage. Keep the core strong. Chest is proud, but maybe you tuck the chin. One more big breath here. And then slowly release the arms. We're going to take the left arm, so reaching it forward, and then I want you pointing the fingertips down towards the floor. Now with your right hand, you're going to take your thumb, placing it right into the center of the palm, and then the fingertips are going to just grab a hold of the hand. And I want you to push into the center of the hand, and you're sort of like pulling the arm forward as you push into the hand. So you're going to feel a nice deep stretch here in the front of the hand, forearm. Big breath in, big breath out. Nice, and then we'll just release that and circle out the hands. Right arm reaches, fingertips point down, left hand, thumb right into the center of it, fingertips over top. And so we're like pulling forward. So you don't want to like pull out the shoulder, you want to keep that arm firm as you lengthen. Those hands ready for today. Big breath in, big breath out. All right, so we release that. We're gonna take the hands, we're gonna bring the hands to prayer, interlace the fingers. We're gonna find a wave. Nice and easy, waving. Warm up the hands. And then we come back to this prayer with the fingertips interlaced. And it's like you're showing your right hand, front of the hand forward, and then the left hand. So you're just switching, showing, and then if you can kind of get this like sexy little shape and movement happening, go for it. Big breath in, and then big breath out. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. Circle out your hands. We're going to take a big inhale, reaching all the way up. As you exhale, cactus your arm, pull your elbow back, feel that opening. We're going to round forward, bringing the forearms together, chin to the chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. One more time, inhale, open. Release the arms down. Hands can come on the thighs. Close your eyes. Just like tuck in the chin. Come back to your breath. In and out through the nose. Hands to prayer. Hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste. Did it without getting stung by wasps. Perks of the sun, I guess. So as you leave this practice, keeping that awareness on the breath, as you move throughout your day, anytime you feel like you're sort of getting lost in the mind, Taking some nice deep breaths in and out through the nose so that you can be fully present for everything that this day brings you. Rooting down through the soles of the feet. Always coming back to the breath. Oh. Bye. I hope you have a beautiful day. Enjoy the rest of the events. Once again, my name is Angie. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste. I'm trying to send you a chat, but I can't. Thanks, Holly. There you go.
Hey, thank you so much, Angie. I gotta cut it off because I got another meeting that has to start. But thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay.